Hello, children. Welcome back to the journey through the Infinity Saga. I would say I hope you enjoyed the Iron Man review, but nobody watched it because nobody watches my fucking channel. So, oh well. But for whoever goes back and watches these in order or whatever, I hope you enjoyed Iron Man. We are now at the awkward redheaded stepchild in the MCU, the Incredible Hulk, which I forgot who the director was. Personally, I don't care. This movie came out in 2008, right after the heels of Iron Man, so I feel like everyone was on a pretty everyone was sipping the Marvel Kool-Aid because Iron Man was so fucking good, and people were like, oh well, they can't make a bad movie. Not that I think Incredible Hulk is bad, but there were people that don't like this movie, which I don't understand, but there are people that don't like the Incredible Hulk, and I can kind of understand why you don't like the Incredible Hulk. This is a weird movie because Edward Norton doesn't come back, which I think is a crime against humanity. And this movie doesn't fit in with the Marvel formula the way the other movies do, which I think that's a positive and a negative. It just doesn't feel like an MCU movie. It kind of feels like its own thing. And if Universal could like give the fucking rights back to the Hulk, maybe we could get a really good Hulk movie that would fit into the MCU. But I don't understand why Universal's just holding on to it. What are you doing with it? What are you holding on to it for? It's like fucking Fox with the X or Fantastic Four with Fox. What were you gonna do with that? They held on to the rights for so long and then they made Fan Four Stick. What is Universal gonna hold on to the rights of the Incredible Hulk for so long and then make a terrible Hulk movie? God Almighty. But as for the Incredible Hulk, I gotta say, I fucking just love this movie so much. Yeah, I got the unpopular opinion. I don't give a shit. I really like the Incredible Hulk a lot. Is it perfect? No. Is it top tier MCU? No, not really. But it's fucking entertaining. When it commits, it fucking commits. There are things I like a lot about this movie that people won't admit. For one, I like Edward Norton a lot as the Incredible Hulk. And I like him more as Mark Ruffalo. Yes, I said it. I like him more as the Hulk than Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo is good as the Hulk. He has grown on me. But I just prefer Edward Norton. And I also prefer the design of this Hulk over the new design that we've gotten. Granted, the new design is more comic accurate, but I don't know. Maybe I'm against the comic accurate look. Sue me. Do I prefer him wearing fucking purple tights? No. But, I mean, that's just how I feel. Kevin, what do you think of The Incredible Hulk?
I think this movie was kind of one of those underrated ones. I think because of the fact that this movie was so completely separated from the MCU that people kind of overlook it, especially with a completely different actor, and the fact that we only two characters, I guess, came back from the Incredible Hulk, Ross and Iron Man, even though he showed up at the last scene. But I really like this movie. I think that Edward Norton, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was really good. He was really good as the Hulk. I think that he absolutely nailed it, and I think that, had he been continued as the Hulk, I think it would have been a really good Hulk. I feel like the only negative I have for this movie is, as simple as it is, it's also the positive. The fact that it's so separated from the MCU, the whole point of him turning into the Hulk was this heartbeat thing. It wasn't as much as anger as much as it was more about heartbeat. But it was like they never utilized that for the rest of Hulk's appearances, which kind of sucks because I felt like that was kind of a cool way to kind of do it. Especially when he kind of mastered how to control it at the end of the movie. I think that was really good, and that if they kept to that concept, he would have been. It would have been a lot better. But for me, I think this was still a really good movie. A very underrated one. Not terrible, but it's not great. I think this is a really good film, and overall, this was just a fun ride to go through.
Yeah, so let me talk about my positives now. Again, I already mentioned Edward Norton. I think he's awesome. William Hurt as Thunderbolt Ross is fucking awesome, and I'm glad he came back for Civil War, and I'm glad he's coming back in Black Widow. I don't know what his role is gonna be in Black Widow, but I'm glad he's coming back. I hope he comes back for the She-Hulk show because I heard that I forgot his name. Tim Roth is coming back as Abomination, so I'm excited for that. But speaking of Tim Roth, man, holy shit, that man does not do enough. Let me tell you something. He was in Pulp Fiction. I was just watching Pulp Fiction the other day. He was in that. He's fucking awesome in that, and he's fucking awesome in this. I love Tim Roth in this. He's just a beast. I love him. He's awesome. The rest of the cast does their job, I guess. Liv Tyler's okay as Betty. I mean, I don't really give a shit about her, to be honest with you. The musical score is also kind of good for what it is. It's not anything I'll write home about, but it's pretty solid. I think the pacing is pretty okay. The story here is kind of interesting. It's kind of not. The action sequences are awesome. There's really only two. Well, three. I love the chase throughout Brazil. It's probably my second favorite action sequence. My favorite being the college action sequence. Oh, the college action sequence. The college action sequence is just fantastic. People shit on it. I don't fucking care. I don't care, dude. If this is the only other Hulk movie that we get other than that piece of shit that came out in 2003, I'm not gonna complain. And that college sequence is fucking awesome. Couple of negatives I have. The CGI. Oh, Dios mío. I don't think the Hulk ever looks bad. I kind of appreciate how the Hulk looks. Abomination, though. Oh, man. There is one shot, and I think Kevin knows the shot because I texted him while I was watching the movie, and he's gonna know when I mention it. The shot where he runs through the water. And they showed, that CGI was not finished, dude. I was like, oh. And it's funny, too, because up to that point, I was like, you know what? I don't understand why people shit on the CGI so much. It ain't that bad. But, oh my god, that shot was so bad. I had to pause the movie because of how bad that was. Oh, Dios mío. There's also a couple shots in the end fight where it looks a little wonky. But speaking of the end fight is honestly a perfect ending to a Hulk movie. And I don't mean it in the sense that, there's nothing wrong with it. In terms of a Hulk movie, there's nothing more you could ask for it. It's two Hulk creatures beating the shit out of each other for 20 minutes. I mean, could you ask for any more than that? I mean, for God's sakes, the Hulk takes a freaking police car and uses it as boxing gloves. Could you ask for any more than that? And on top of that, he gets to use his catchphrase. I mean, come on, bro. Come on. Yes, when he says Hulk smash, it's cringy as fuck. But you know what? I don't care. It's fucking awesome. I love it. The ending to this movie honestly elevates this movie so much. But as the movie itself, it's a good watch. It's really fun. I pop it in every now and then. Again, I just wish Edward Norton came back, but other than that, I think this movie gets undeserved hate. Like, this movie is, like, normally put at, like, the bottom 2 of the MCU sometimes. And I'm just like, what? Like, universally, everyone says Thor: The Dark World is the worst MCU movie. But then, right after it, you'll get Incredible Hulk. Like, what? There are many other movies we will talk about that are worse than this, bro. Believe me. This probably ranks, like, 15 or 16. I don't know. But like, bottom from the second from the bottom, dude. Come on, man. But those are all our thoughts on the Incredible Hulk. Again, it's a fun watch. It's really distant when you watch it. Like, if you're binging through the MCU, which is what me and Kevin are doing, it is a little weird getting to this point, and then you go back to Iron Man 2, and it's like, you know. But Thank you guys so much. Next Monday, be on the lookout for Iron Man 2, which um, I still haven't even fucking watched it yet. I'm struggling because it's not as good as I remember it, but oh boy. Thank you guys so much. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and be on the lookout for Iron Man 2 on Monday. See you.